Alrighty, connected. Alright then, without further ado, let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Ladies and gents, we are continuing Elysium Chapter 3. Elysian Realm Chapter 3, of course. Of course, today, we gotta do a bit of cleanup. Didn't get to do this before I decided to start my stream, so... You know, just things you do every day. Get the dailies, use the extras and open world missions. Ooh, we have SS now. Look at that. Even better. Excuse my birds in the background, they're fighting over broccoli. They're usually a lot quieter at nights, but you know, today, streaming a lot earlier in the afternoon, so they're definitely a lot more active. Hopefully we didn't level up this time because the lower levels are perfect for me. Any higher and I can't do very well. From the looks of it, we did level up. Good. Probably won't even be able to beat the first level then. We're gonna be here for a while. And we're gonna end right there. I think one floor is already enough to tell us Probably not gonna finish all 10. Better for my sanity too. Oh my, hello Simon. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for giving us a raid. Always happy to see people here. Oops. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oof, almost. We're so close. Alright then. Let's see. I guess we'll just do the Elysian Realm one. For chapter 3 anyways. Oh right. Get to unlock one of these as well. Well then. Gotta have the Hershey finality, of course. Oh, our collection is looking spiffy. Delicious.
哎呀，似乎是和你在一起待太久了呢。看来我必须得快点离开才行了，再这样下去，有人会不高兴的。啊，牙医，你来的正是时候，我刚想去找你来帮我调和一下呢。
调和？
啊，牙医姐姐。嗨，想我了吗？喏，这就是我和你说的需要调和的地方了。
这，是你教的？
怎么说呢？是，但也不完全是。啊，难道说，牙医，你还没注意到吗？格蕾修的特殊之处。
格蕾修，他被保护得太好了，我能接触到他的机会的确不多。
也是。不过嘛，就算不是这样，牙医，你也一定要严格控制自己与格蕾修接触的时间啊。要是哪天我听到格蕾修说出什么“画笔臣服于我”之类的话，不行不行，实在太奇怪了。
听你的意思，格蕾修，他是很容易受到别人的影响吗？还是说，他会不自觉地去模仿别人？
恐怕不只是影响和模仿这么简单呢。打个比方的话，你可以把格蕾修看作是一张干净的白纸，虽然还拥有自己的材质和特性，但如果不小心在上面沾染了什么东西，它就不再只是一张白纸而已了。你看，现在就是这样的情况。我只是和他多待了一小会儿，他就快变得和我一模一样了。
的确是非常明显的变化，但是他的自我呢？如果他一直都这样，那……
牙医，要好好听我和你举的例子呀。我说了，格蕾修还是拥有自己的材质与特性的。沾染在这张白纸上的东西，它们还没有强大到可以覆盖掉那些，很快就会褪去，就像它们沾染到上面时一样简单。简单来说，再画好一幅画，格蕾修应该就会恢复正常了。而真正的格蕾修……这个问题真不好回答呢。我见过像天使一样可爱的他，也见过像恶魔一样可怕的他。当然，这两个都不是他的本意。 他也还远远没到该直面这些事的年纪呢。
I would definitely like to see the devil version of Gracio. That'd be interesting.
牙医小姐，有什么事吗？最近我刚好听说了一些和黄昏街有关的事情，所以，牙医小姐，你是想要对我加以指责吗？指责？虽然是组织的命令，但那场悲剧，我还是有着不可推卸的责任。也就是说，黄昏街的疗养院，那的确就是你第一次与千劫相遇的地方。没错，千劫，它是那次任务中最大的变数，或者说，意外。不如说，那次任务的每一个环节，其实都充满了像千劫一样的意外。听起来，似乎还存在着很多我不知道的细节。对身为亲历者的我而言，也同样如此。时至今日，我仍然无法断言，自己已经知晓了那起事件的全貌。最初，我接到的命令，是要我去追查并清理掉几名烛火之蛾的叛逃人员，以免机密外泄。但在到了黄昏街之后，我才发现，那里的情况，远比我想的还要复杂。崩坏病，对吗？是的。那里的感染者数量不少，而且都藏得十分隐蔽。同时，那条街上似乎还有一位被人称作老板的神秘人物。黄昏街上发生的一切，似乎都有他牵扯其中。但他的真实身份，却又没有一个人能说得清楚。老板，很熟悉的称呼啊。除此以外，我能调查到的情报，也就只有一句不明所以的歌谣罢了。毕竟黄昏街对外人的排斥，尤其是对像我这样的士兵，已经到了一种常人难以想象的地步。也正因如此，烛火之蛾破例为我配备了远超单兵规格的武装，用以应对各式各样的突发情况。但在面对千劫时，我的手中还是只剩下了这把刀。与居民们的消耗战竟然会这么严峻？不，其实那些武装在行动正式开始之前，他们就莫名其妙的失窃了。然后，为了追回那些失窃的装备，我进一步扩大了自己的搜索范围，察觉到疗养院的异常，也就是那时候的事。那次任务中所发生的这一系列的意外，从过程到结果，都实在是过于巧合了，简直就像是有什么人在暗中操控一样。如果不是为了追查那些叛逃人员，我就不会前往黄昏街。如果不是因为黄昏街那错综复杂的情况，组织也不会破例为我配备特殊规格的武装。而如果那批武装没有失窃，我应该也很难找到那些感染者的聚集地——黄昏街的疗养院。之后的事情你也都知道了，牙医小姐。意外出现在那里的千劫，几乎震动了整个烛火之蛾的高层。后来的很多事，也因此发生了改变。而更像一场意外的，则是我从黄昏街带回来的那2个人本身。他们最终都成为了阴劫。听上去的确过于巧合了，更何况，如果这一系列的意外都是出自人为，无论是谁都不可能将其中的每一个因素都计算在内。等等，莹，你刚才说，你从黄昏街带回来的是2个人。阿波尼亚，他也是其中之一。那时，烛火之蛾认为他很有可能就是促成崩坏病爆发的元凶，命令我对他进行羁押。如果不是这样，或许他这一生都不会和烛火之蛾产生任何交集吧。黄昏街，还真是个人才辈出的地方啊。就我目前所知的信息，阴劫当中至少已经有3位与此有关了。或许这也可以算得上是意外之一吧。
What a mysterious alley, able to produce 3 4. Well, as far as we know, 3 months. Interesting. Using our last skip, we're gonna have to go through the levels after this one. Actually, have we done this week's sequences yet? I'm actually not sure. At any rate, the sound was enough to catch someone's attention, like a heavy object being thrown from a distance.
这是
牙医，你回来了。
Right then, Alicia's finger ran through her hair, then tugged at her ears.
这个声音是怎么回事？
啊？什么？夸我很漂亮？虽然很开心，但这种事不需要反复强调了。
May leaned in slightly, grabbed both of Alicia's wrists, yanked them from their ears.
我是在问，这里的声音是怎么回事？
呀，已经变得这么主动了呢，牙医。至于这些声音，是维尔威干的啦。这里原本有一间他的临时工房，但很久以前他就觉得面积太小，束手束脚的，所以就先封闭起来了。不知道他又有了什么新想法，就突然一个人钻到里面去了。
维尔威，这会给我带来什么影响吗？
那要看他准备做什么啦。你应该也感觉到了吧？无论他扮演的是什么身份，始终都在想着让别人大吃一惊呢。把乐土变得乱糟糟的情况，当然也有过。不过，你最好还是自己去找他确认一下吧。除非是做成克莱因那种软乎乎的触感，否则我对机械没那么感兴趣呢。
身份。这么说来，维尔威体内究竟寄宿过多少人的精神，让他得以出现在乐土所需要的时间，想必远远超过其他英杰吧？
寄宿，精神。亚裔，你在说什么呀？我知道了，维尔威又在夸大其词了，对不对？你不会相信了吧？也对。他当初向烛火之蛾报告的时候，也自称是一位罕见的精神感知型，可以把其他人的思维囚禁在自己身体内呢。烛火之蛾信以为真，还对此展开了很长时间的研究。最终揭晓真相的时候，梅比乌斯气得砸坏了好几张桌子。其实维尔威的能力本质非常简单，他只是能将自己的思维进行分割，然后各自独立思考，甚至不能被称作多重人格。不过，维尔威确实习惯于把同一种类的知识单独放在同一个领域里，所以你才会相信他的话吧？
果然，对于任何刚刚见到的英杰，我还是应该抱以怀疑的态度。
这也没什么，某种意义上来说，你的确可以把他当作他们，连我都会为此感到羡慕呢。虽然不知道他们之间能不能自由沟通，但这样永远都不会感到寂寞，对吧？虽然我也从来没有感到过寂寞就是了。
Of course you don't, Alicia. I think you're a special case compared to anyone else.
又怎么了，绿哲？
没什么，只是看到你的时候，我突然想到，你似乎从来没有提起过自己在加入烛火之蛾前是如何生存下去的，在那个名为黄昏街的地方。
闭嘴！谁提，谁死。
但如果我已经了解了许多呢？而且，我不是为了探听你的过去，只是对那里的另一位英杰感到好奇。
那只小猫，
不是帕朵，是阿波尼亚。
好，你要和它交手，像是和梅比乌斯那样。
准确来说，是他主动找到了我，并且释放了一些对我来说很危险的信号。
那么，回答我，绿哲，你身上现在有戒律吗？
我不太确定戒律的本质，但从我过去的了解来看，应该还没有。
好，太好了！想问什么就赶紧说，别等我反悔。 只要你能把他那张高高在上的脸按在地上，把他人人羡慕的双手折断，让我亲自帮忙都可以。
目前来看还没有这种必要。我只是想知道，他究竟是什么人。
自以为是，道貌岸然，死有余辜。
A little extreme, but okay. Each to their own.
能再直观一点吗？像是搬运工一类的。
这种有什么用？就是个疗养院的员工吧，惹人厌烦。如果不是他一定要在暗地里收容那些感染了崩坏病的人，我也不会第二次。
冷静一点。
解开我的戒律！我要亲手把阿波尼亚撕成粉碎，让他知道自己愚蠢到了什么地步！
又变得无法正常交谈了。不过，按照鹰之前的说法，偏偏收容那些感染者的，就是阿波尼亚本人吗？
Interesting. So she's doing to get infected. Well, I can see why so many of her members dislike her. But Aponia literally have the ability to see the future. Also, this door was not open before. It's a new area. Some different layer. Nothing else here but a lab, I suppose. Got a purple rock. And that's it. Wait, no, you got some blue crystals too.
这么大的阵仗，他又想打造什么东西出来了？看来我和自己的观众还真是有缘分呢。不过，今天休演哦。
之前就已经说过了，我对所谓的演出没有兴趣，只是想来看看这里为什么开放了而已。
这样啊，随意参观。这里算是我的工坊。我虽然不是很感兴趣，但的确有很多了不起的东西是在这里被制造出来的，和现实中的构造完全一致。在往事乐土，这反而是少见的情况吧。看来我以后会经常出现在这里。又要一觉醒来，莫名其妙的感到腰酸背痛了。还是别管这些古董部件了。上次见面太仓促，还没来得及对你进行一下场下采访呢。作为往事乐土建成以来第二个，应该是第二个吧，接触过所有刻印的人，有什么感想吗？
所有刻印？是你弄错了什么吧？我还没有做到这一点。
怎么可能？我可是特意让自己压台出场的。如果不是，我明白了，是阿波尼亚。你还没有被施予戒律？
没错，但我的确通过某种方式见过他了。
那要恭喜你了，这可是天大的好事啊！见一面就够了，在得到戒律的刻印之前，你还是早点开溜吧。
我还是第一次听到，有人会把刻印形容成某种避之不及的东西。
真的？那你觉得无限的刻印是什么好东西？
哼，也对。
这么说吧，以我个人的标准来看，阿波尼亚绝对是个善人。可是呢，善心所能带来的，并不一定都是善果。它所带来的那种戏剧效果，我都要花不少时间才能比得上呢。
但这和戒律的刻印之间又有什么关系？还是说，按照我过去的了解，它和现实中一样，也是某种强加于人并且无法违抗的心理暗示？
我可不知道呀，得到过阿波尼亚刻印的人太少了。不过你对戒律了解的还真多。既然知道，那还是小心一点吧。就连永远不会放弃对抗崩坏的希望这种戒律，也会阴差阳错地害死一个小姑娘。一个简单的观念会发展到什么地步，可没人能猜得到。这里终于又开张了吗？你是那个维尔维姐吗？恐怕不是你找的那位。 怎么了，小帕朵？
又是这样，我都找他好久了。那你可以帮忙告诉他一声吗？他要的东西我已经帮他找齐了，都放在老地方。哎，他不会是为了赖账才一直不出来吧？
哎呀，不会的，别担心，帕朵。虽然交流起来很困难，我会试试看的。
嘿嘿，那就好，交给你啦。弄好以后，你直接给英姐送过去就行，我就不多跑这一次腿啦。
好，我会转告他的。
你们刚才这是？
可能是和其他的我有什么交易吧，我也一头雾水呢。
I guess bipolar disorder? Or no, not bipolar. Multi-personality disorder. Her character's definitely interesting. I haven't read her little egg story yet. These eggs are where all the main story parts are stored. Memories are stored in the egg. Here it is. Oh, look at that. It's ready for the new season. Alrighty then. See, psychic. What are you? Doesn't really tell us.
请问有什么
Biological
吩咐吗？
and
你可有事与我讨论？
biological too. Okay. Maybe we'll choose a different support then. I believe you are mechanical. Alright, good enough for me.
来一场华丽的舞会吧！啊，你在看哪儿？
Those are all repeated lines, so we're not gonna look at them.
怎么？什么？来一场华丽的舞会吧！要跟上我的步伐哦。想不想在这里？抓到你了，逃不掉哦！准备好我的心意，要好好收下哦。要踩好节奏哦。
Our attacks are much more efficient in this level
好看吗？飞
than
向
the
云天吧！
equivalent of the
小心脚
abyss.
下。哇，好高好高！要踩好节奏啊！
任何人。
来一场华丽的舞会吧！别心急嘛。星星划过的时候，要记得许愿啊！飞向远天吧！
She looks great with her
要踩好
alternative
节奏
skin.
啊！
And Alicia's original skin looks fantastic too,
哇
but
好高好高！小心脚
peachy
下。
skins looks incredible. Really sells that magical girl vibe.
我和梅比乌斯不同，
场华丽的舞会吧！别急嘛，忍这里。准备好共舞一起了吗？星星划过的时候，要记得许愿啊！打不着哦。哇，好高好高！小心脚下。好快缓的共演哦，要踩好节奏哦。以我为始，以我为终。别心急嘛，在这里啊。准备好共舞一起了吗？别心急嘛，星星划过的时候，要记
Fantastic.
得许愿啊。
No freeze.
呵呵，呀，这飞向远天吧，要踩好节奏啊！哇，好高好高，小心脚下。致以无暇的时代，抓到我！大不讲很热情啊！准备好共舞一起了吗？璀璨光芒照耀大地。
看清敌人的破绽。
So many to choose from, but a store is always the best option.
来一场华丽的舞会吧！要跟上我的步伐哦。来一场华丽的舞会吧！抓到你了，很热情。准备好共舞一起了吗？我的心意要好好收下哦，要踩好节奏哦，打不着哦。好看吗？哇，好高好高，小心脚下。快缓的共演哦，要踩好节奏哦。以我为始，以我为终。在这里啊！准备我的心意，要好好收下哦，小心脚下。这哇，好高好高！曾经的。来一场华丽的舞会吧！飞起来了，别心急嘛，倒不在这里啊！准备好共舞一起了吗？星星划过的时候，要记得许愿啊！飞向远天吧，要踩好节奏啊！慢缓的共演啊！小心脚下。魔法的时间结束了，别心急嘛， 很热情呢。准备璀璨光芒，照耀大地。要踩好节奏啊！哈哈，飞向远天吧，小心脚下。打不着哦，慢缓的共演哦。要踩好节奏哦。至以无暇的时代。在这里啊，别心急嘛。射中你的心，准备我的心意，要好好收下哦。哇，好高好高，要踩好节奏哦。飞向远天吧，以我为始，以我为终。
I didn't even see you there,
别
girl.
心急嘛，
You're so far in the
这里
corner.
准备璀璨光芒，照耀大地。小心脚下。慢缓的共演哦，要踩好节奏哦。飞向远天吧，小心脚下。魔法的时间结束了。
It's so bulky.
别心急嘛，很热情呢。准备星星划过的时候，要记得许愿了。打不着哦，准慢缓的共演哦。明天。
Yes, that one's good. Since we kill so much anyways, we're gonna get lots of bonuses. Bonus coins.
来一场华丽的舞会吧！别心急嘛，打不着很热情的，准备好共舞一曲了吗？我的心意要好好收下哦，要踩好节奏啊！哇，慢缓的共演哦，小心脚下。哇，好高好高！要踩好节奏哦。至以无暇的时代。别心急嘛，在这里啊。准备好共舞一曲我的心意，要好好收下哦。小心脚下。飞向远天吧，要踩好节奏哦。哇，打不着哦！哇，好高好高，小心脚下。魔法的时间结束了，别心急嘛，很热情呢。草地。
What about the grass?
来一场华丽的舞会吧！很热情呢，别心急嘛，准备好璀璨光芒，照耀大地，要踩好节奏啊！哇，好看吗？飞向远天吧，小心脚下。哇，慢缓的共演哦，要踩好节奏哦。以我为始，以我为终。
but surely we're getting stronger.
太多。来一场华丽的舞会吧！来一场华丽的舞会吧！抓到你了，很热情啊！准备好共舞一曲了吗？璀璨光芒照耀大地，小心脚下。飞向远天吧！要踩好节奏啊！慢缓的共演啊！小心脚下！魔法的时间结束了，抓到你了！射中你的心，准备我的心意，要好好收下哦！要踩好节奏啊！打不着哦！飞向远天吧！小心脚下！哇，好高好高！以我为始，以我为终。抓到你了，别心急嘛，在这里啊！是我的心意。要好好收下哦，要踩好节奏啊！飞向远天吧，小心脚下！打不着哦！哇，好高好高！要踩好节奏啊！以我为始，以我为终。抓到你了
Almost.
很热情呢。
There you go. Finally. This is good. Should be good.
来一场华丽的舞会吧！
Hopefully good.
抓到你了！在这里，这里，准备好共舞一曲了吗？璀璨光芒照耀大地，要踩好节奏啊！准备飞向远天吧！小心脚下！慢缓的共演哦，要踩好节奏啊！以我为始，以我为终。抓到你了，很热情呢。打不着哦，准备好共舞一曲，璀璨光芒照耀大地，小心脚下。 向远天吧！要踩好节奏哦！哈，梦幻的共演哦！小心脚下，以我为始，以我为终。抓到你了，在这里哦，打不着哦！射中你的心，准备好共舞一曲了吗？璀璨光芒，照耀大地，要踩好节奏哦！哇，飞向远天吧！小心脚下。
It looks as if we won't be making it to floor 17. Or at least we might make it to floor 17, but we definitely won't be passing
要
it.
踩好节奏哦！魔法的时间结束了，抓到你了，很热情呢。准备好共火的心意，要好好收下哦。小心脚下，飞向远天吧！要踩好节奏哦。哇，好高好高！小心脚下。魔法的时间结束了。
Alright, there you go. Finally.
嗨，
Got the coins. Better use them.
来一场华丽的舞会吧！要帮我拍张照吗？一定要选最好看的角度哦。来一场华丽的舞会吧！抓到你了！哇，在这里，逃不掉哦！准备好共舞一曲了吗？我的心意。要好好收下哦！好看吗？飞向远天吧！要踩好节奏哦！哇，好高好高！哇，至于无暇的时代，抓到你了！很热情呢。准备好共舞一曲了吗？抓到你了！这里这里。
Perfect.
如果你去。
That's the one we're looking for.
“来一场华丽的舞会吧！”抓到你了，打不在这里了。准备好共舞一曲了吗？我的心意要好好收下哦，小心脚下。 时间结束了，抓到你了！这里，准备我的心意，要好好收下哦。哇，万般的共演哦！飞向远天吧，小心脚下。以我为始，以我为终。抓到你了，射中你的心。准备好，星星划过的时候，要记得许愿哦。打不着哦。
艾丽杰。
One more shot before the final battle. Boss
来一
battle.
场华丽的舞会吧！
呀，你来的正好，咱这钢器里出来一批过期，不是精选商品，要来看看吗？现在可都是折扣价哦。
Nice. Doesn't look very on sale. Very expensive, in fact, but. That's it, I guess.
飞起来了！来一场华丽的舞会吧！抓到你了！在这里啊！准备好共舞一曲了吗？抓到你了！星星划过的时候，要记得许愿啊！小心脚下！飞向远天吧！要踩好节奏啊！万般的共演哦！小心脚下！以我为始，以我为终。别心急嘛！准备好共舞一曲了吗？我的心意要好好收下哦，要踩好节奏哦。好看吗？哇，好高好高！小心脚下！至于无暇的时代。别心急嘛，很热情嘛。准备好共舞，璀璨光芒照耀大地，要踩好节奏啊！飞向远天吧，小心脚下，打不着哦。万般的共演哦。要踩好节奏啊！以我为始，以我为终。打不在这里，别心急嘛，逃不掉哦。准备好共舞一曲了吗？很热情呢。
What are we supposed to do
打不
exactly?
着哦。打不着哦。
I see.
别心急嘛，在这里啊，打不着哦。璀璨光芒照耀大地，小心
else we need. Oh wow, 2 Elysia doors.
来一场华丽的舞会吧！又见面了，想我吗？团团团！璀璨光芒照耀大地。飞向远天吧，小心脚下。哇，好高好高，要踩好节奏啊！以我为始，以我为终，抓到你啦！可爱的少女心可是无所不能的时候，要记得许愿了。飞向远天吧，要踩好节奏啊！慢慢的共演啊，小心脚下。致以无暇的时代，再打下去我会哭的。力量流走喽。打不着哦，抓到你了！璀璨光芒照耀大地，要踩好节奏啊！这束鲜花要心怀感激的收下哦！哇，好高好高，小心脚下！慢慢的共演啊，要踩好节奏啊！魔法的时间结束了，别心急嘛。可爱的少女心可是无所不能的，要记得许愿啊！这束鲜花要心怀感激的收下哦。哇，好高好高，要踩好节奏啊！好看吗？慢慢的共演哦，小心脚下。以我为始，以我为终，别心急嘛，小心头顶啊！星星划过的时候，要记得许愿啊！可爱的少女心可是无所不能的，找不着了，小心脚下。慢慢的共演哦，要踩好节奏啊！致以无暇的时代。这里，别心急嘛，我的心意要好好收下哦，小心脚下。飞向远天吧，要踩好节奏哦。哇，好高好高，小心脚下。
Still not quite. Oh wow. One day we'll make it.
不仅仅是如今，在英杰尚在的那个时代，你就已经被视作众人的引领者。起初，我还以为你之所以会被当作神明来看待，是因为先行者的特殊性，就像是通过时空旅行回到过去的人。可现在看来，即便在过去，清醒也是一样的。
我只是在做自己能做的事，仅此而已。
那么，你的感觉如何？被所有人承认，带领他们前行，难以想象的重量。
那不重要。
的确。那么在我的时代里，你也要承担同样的角色吗？其实你正在以引领者的身份，将世界推向另一种深渊。
我不可能预知自己未来的想法，但引领者，他从来都不是一种资格，而是一种必然。你的时代自然会有属于自己的引领者出现。如果你还没见到，只是时机未至。
哦，那如果这样的人出现了，又会发生什么？如果你们两位引领者抱有不同的理念，那是否会出现一场无法避免的冲突？
你所说的冲突并不存在。真理属于人类，谬误属于时代。雷电衙役，我必须引领的从来不是时代，而是人类。
Right. Look at that. It's a broken Elysia crystal flower. Wish. So cold. The pink-haired girl pushed the white-haired man's shoulders to walk along the corridor. Elysia, I don't think it's necessary. Oh, don't say no. Don't say anything, just keep going. The man seemed confused, but the willful girl didn't give him a choice. We have more important things to do, Elysia. Huh? Isn't my party important? New threats may come up at any time, and we have no idea how the next Harsher would surprise us. Alright, the 7th eruption's just over. Can't you cut yourself some slack? Why do you have to push yourself so hard? Ah, Kevin, you're growing more and more like May, and I bet you're glad to hear that. But, come on, there's no but. Alright, here we go. She pushed Kelvin to a door, which was not locked, and nor was it lit inside. She had to do what the girl told him. Finally, he made up his mind and pushed the door open. Happy birthday, Kelvin! He was taken aback by the sudden lights and voices and nearly ran into someone hiding behind the door. Kevin, watch out! The girl behind the door cried out, and the cake in her hand almost fell to the floor. May? The girl wearing glasses tilted her head and smiled gently. Elysia draped a woolen rug, oh my goodness, a woolen rug over her shoulders, and the other people in the room came nearer to welcome the birthday boy. Kevin blinked and blinked. He knew everyone in the room, but they all seemed different today. The first one that caught his attention was the girl with fox ears who wore a gown, a huge contrast to her assassin look. She noticed Kevin's attention and returned an innocent, carefree smile. The little girl by her side was using the power of psychokinesis, as usual, to send the cake and 8 gifts to the table. The odd green box stood out in the mix as a representation of the blessing from someone who couldn't show up. There followed funny music. The boy who received 4 harsh lectures from Kevin and burst into tears on his first day in the group. He was playing the harmonica clumsily and trying to find a tune. But very soon, something else drowned the harmonica sound entirely. A sublime hymn began to echo in Kevin's head. He didn't expect her to show up, and in such a way. And the man who had never had a moment of hesitation in the battlefield, he was staring at the cake with a frown and seemed to have a problem with how the candles were arranged. This day, the future leader of the Moths and the first 7 Mantis soldiers were gathered here for an insignificant reason. I'm turning off the lights. With Elysia's joyful voice, the light went out. In the dark, the candle flames were blinking and dancing. Time to blow the candles, Kevin. Don't forget to make a wish. No matter what it is, it will come true. I make it so. Elysia, that was supposed to come from May. Oh. Is it so on the script I wrote, Sakura? Ah, Elysia, I bet you don't even remember your own script. I wrote it myself, no way I could make a mistake. It must be you who have the version instead of the final version. Kevin shook his head and laughed. The twinkling candles lit up his cold body and took him back to the distant past when he had laughed like this for the last time. And then, in the pleasant vibe, he bent down and blew off all the candles. Lights went out, and so did the noises. There seemed to be a delicate coordination. Darkness engulfed the world, and the light was never turned on again. Gradually, his eyes became accustomed to the darkness. He saw the transparent glass panel of the hibernation pod, and heard the humming of machines. There was nothing else left. The pod went down onto the embrace of darkness and silence. Only a lonely dot of light took its last dream, and everyone in the dream far, far away. May, Sakura, Dystopia, Mobius, Cosmos, Aponia, Otto, and Elysia. Who in the world is Dysponia? Dystopia. The lights went out, along with all the names, and the wish he made. Wow. Way to have a birthday memory. Sorry all your friends died. How are you alive exactly? How in the world did you survive for so long? Unless you were cryopoded, then I guess that would make sense.
哦，真了不起呢。
Elysia was pinching something with 3 fingers. She raised her head a little and studied the object to the light.
你在做什么？
啊，牙医，快来看，这么漂亮的宝物，连我都是第一次见呢。
May paused a moment and leaned closer. But before she could catch a glimpse of anything, she heard the girl chuckle. Elysia quickly opened her hand and brushed past the corner of May's eyes.
摸到喽，这就是我说的漂亮的宝物。
Oh my. Her hand had been empty since the beginning.
艾莉西亚，你，我竟然没能闪开。
不过，牙医，我猜的果然没错，你也没有化妆呢。那么漂亮的眼影，居然也是绿者的全能，天生丽质到这种程度，连我都要感到羡慕了。
羡慕？难道你想说，身为一个记忆体，你每天都要画眼线吗？
哇，你可千万别在梅比乌斯博士面前聊这个话题呀。不过。 如果你真的很想见我化妆的样子，就继续努努力吧。带妆出席，在现实中我也只做过1次呢。那时候的我，可真好看呀。
I wonder when that was. Maybe the time with Kevin's birthday? Players on stage. But Elysia, I checked your body fat level, and it's higher than the last time, so... Alright, why do you have to check this? May didn't leave you here for this. What matters is how you feel rather than the numbers, you get it? Fine, but it might be hard for you. But one day you'll understand. Prometheus. Understand what? Understand why people laugh, and why they cry. If you wish to look into the root cause of human emotions, I can help with that. Don't bother, I just came to talk with you. Everyone is at May's meeting, and I'm left alone here. You're experiencing emotional spikes, Elysia. Hey, didn't May tell you not to read someone else's biometrics without permission? I'm blushing now. But emotional spikes, maybe a little. Suspected by good friends and being distanced. Anyone would be upset, right? Actually, I just wanted someone to talk to. I never thought I'd be hopelessly watching the chasm grow one day. Prometheus, You know it's better than me, right? We can't afford another civil war right now. No matter the reason, no matter how it goes, there can only be one outcome. Humanity's self-destruction. Ah, right. But people of our age have been fighting Honkai for too long. They deserve a better ending, right? Prometheus, in your eyes and from a probability standpoint, how can humanity be reunited again? The emergence of a more terrible enemy than Hershers, or a more severe threat? Ah, gray mind thinks alike. We are thinking the same thing, Prometheus. An enemy that can force the survivors to set aside their differences and unite together. This is indeed the most effective way, but also the hardest. No one can tell for sure if it brings unity or speedier extinction for humanity. Oh, I'd hate to see the world plunge into hell again, but if it really comes to that... She took out a pink crystal flower and twisted it between her fingers. It's not bad for the leading actress to play a charming villain for once. Oh my. Well, I guess to do some good, sometimes you have to be the villain, just to reunite anyone. No, not really reunites, but to unite. Look at that. We get the Elysian Realm motto itself once we finish Alicia's story. And that's actually the only relic she gives us. I didn't notice that. Huh. Interesting.
还是没有找到吗？那时的我，究竟是怎样将它完成的呢？啊，你来了，亚伊小姐。这似乎是之前从未听过的曲调。这，也是当然。未完成的乐章，我从不会轻易示人。刚才也只是在想要抓住那一瞬的灵光，试着为它再添上一个音符。但我还是未能满意。未完成。即使在乐土中，你仍然在继续创作吗？对我来说，那已经是很久未做过的事了。这篇乐谱，正因为它如此特殊，才始终梗在我心中，未能消解。我曾经完成过它，现在却又并非这样。我不是很能明白你的意思，伊甸。你是说，你完成过它一次，但不记得了？这是我有感于一位故人的离去而做的曲目，但多年以来，我甚至未能为它再添一行。亚伊小姐，我所面对的时代，已经无法再给予我更多感性的刺激了。苏告诉我，在他的遇见中，从中烟之地归来的我将完成这篇乐谱。只是，那并不是属于我的记忆，但我能够理解我自己。我能想象到，完成后的乐章该是多么惬意。只可以作为绝章，短暂的存在。那的确是令人神往。不过，我还是第一次听你讲起，你也参加了讨伐中烟的作战。我的确参与其中。但或许与你想象中不同，无论胜利与否，至少得有一个人能够让活下来的战士们回家，对吗？
I suppose so. Interesting how it's right in the middle. Let's see. The cryopods are ready. Mobius shifted her gaze from the display to the people in the room. Understood, replied Hua. Oh goodness, give me a second. Get some water. Alrighty. The cryopods are ready. Mobius shifted her gaze from the display to the people in the room. Understood, replied Hua. Kevin looked around the room. Where's Eden? She is probably outside, suggested Mobius. I'll go get her. Kevin headed towards the door. No, interjected Mobius. I'll do it. Outside the base, a record player was nonchalantly playing a tune, as if it did not know that its era had ended. Eden stood next to it, swirling the wine in her glass and humming along to the old music. I haven't heard this for a long time, commanded Mobius. I remember this is a song from our homeland. Doctor, I thought you can't remember any music not made by your devices. Back then, Eden. The cryopods are ready. Oh wait, sorry. Come back, Eden. The cryopods are ready. Staying out here is bad for you. You know this place is thick with radiation. Kevin sent you, didn't he? Well, then you already know my answer, Doctor. I know. They remained silent for a while. The record came to an abrupt pause, or stop, and the sound of applause faded. How strange. Eden sounded wistful. I'm sure this place would be much livelier if Ellie was around. Are you serious? Her screeching would drown out the music. I know you don't like her, but we must admit, many of her remarks turned out to be true. Mobius did not reply. She did not want to continue with this topic. Eden, wouldn't you at least think about it? Doctor, you know me well. I only make thoughts out decisions. I understand, but are you really giving up on the next generation of humans? Eden smiled at Mobius, as if she was naive and an inquisitive child. Doctor, do you know what Alicia once told me? She told me that the people of this era grew up listening to my songs. Doctor, my singing belongs to this era. I belong to this era. This is by no means foolish vanity or cowardly surrender. This is a kind of fate. The next generation should scribe their own fate and sing their own songs. New stars will certainly rise. The song of this era will thrive and perish with this era. Eden gave a nod to Mobius before drifting away in the wasteland with a smile. Mobius knew their conversation had ended. She was not in the least surprised by Eden's choice. She turned towards the base. The field of golden wheat swayed, where the wandering rider called home. She suddenly heard an angelic song coming from behind, in the apocalypse landscape where only debris and sand remained. It sounded like a gift from the heavens. Mobius looked back in surprise. It was Eden performing her last song to the vast heaven and earth. Strange. Mobius has always thought that her songs was nothing more than glorified noise. Then why did her heart now sting with grief? Was it the power of art? Oh, my love, may we never part ways. Oh, my love, may time stay still for us. No, that was not it. Mobius denied it to herself. She assessed the situation from purely rational perspective. It was because she was watching an era wither away. Before then, the collapse of an era was an abstract concept to Mobius. It was only people dying out. It was only species becoming extinct. But as she watched Eden disappear into the boundless wasteland, she felt something crumble for the first time. Eden's singing belonged to this era. Eden belonged to this era. Eden was the microcosm of this era, yet her song wafted closer and closer to death and to the end of the world. It was the last time this beautiful voice resounded through the heavens and the earth. Oh, my love, may we never part ways. Oh, my love, may time stay still for us. Such heavenly music would never be heard again. Oh, hello, plums. Surprise visit. I thought you would not be joining me today because I am streaming at an odd time, but good to see you. Fool's memory. I think just mechanical girls. Yeah, should be. I'm guessing that's Aponia then. That's the only one we haven't met yet.
哟，你回来了，随便坐吧，都已经这么熟悉了，别客气。
熟悉？我们才只见过一面吧？
啊
Yeah, I never go to live online classes. I always go to the recording. I feel like it's more convenient, you know? You get to pause and reread the subject if you really need to. You can't really do that live. Personally, anyways.
我还以为我已经跟你混得很熟了呢。
Absolutely, my
这
goodness.
种事果然不
I
能
don't
指
know
望
how
其他的
people sit
我。
through it
其他
live
的？
without the speed up button.
难道又是多重人格？
啊？你怎么好像很有经验的样子？不过，答错喽。严格来说，这是一种在我们的时代还没有得到解释的超自然力量。让我想想，这确实还挺复杂的。对了，首先有这么一个事实：你现在见到的维尔威已经是个死人了，死了5万多年的那种。
乐土中的大多数人不都是如此吗？
也对。那如果这么说呢？这具身体确实属于一个名叫维尔威的人，但他的生命从一开始就因为超变因子终结在了手术台上。但神奇的是，这样的他还是获得了融合战士的能力。以5米为半径，所有接近他的人的意识都会被他攫取进体内，成为你所认为的人格之一。多亏了我，虽然非常倒霉，因为工作原因也被吸收了，但最先掌握了控制那种力量的方法，让它不至于变成大型垃圾填埋场。等等，我可不是说我自己是垃圾的意思啊。总之，迄今为止，无论是被动还是主动，寄居在这具身体里的意识，已经数都数不清了。啊，对了对了，听说过那个故事吧？无名为群，因为吾等众多，就是这种情形了。
融合战士还能获取这样的能力？那些被攫取了意识的人呢？
当场去世。哎，这么说也不对，活在另一个身体里不也是活着吗？还很热闹呢。
你现在仍然能使用这种能力，是吗？
没错，而且收放自如。如果你想来我的身体里做客，随时欢迎哦。
攫取，真的是这样吗？你曾说过自己是在工作中被攫取进了这副身体里，那么，那时你就已经是烛火之娥的成员了。
工程部部长，如假包换。在英杰当中，我应该也算是加入组织比较早的那几个吧。虽然过程不太愉快，
类似千劫那样吗？
还是有些不同的。具体来说，是我先在一些蛛丝马迹里发现了烛火之娥这个神秘组织。那时我提前修完了高等机械动力的课程，所以随手调查了一下，就当是打发时间。没想到意外收获还真不少。
你是说，早在学生时代，你就已经调查到了烛火之娥的内幕？
虽然比不上梅，但我也算是为人所知的天才了。更何况我擅长的领域比他更能胜任潜入调查的工作。在我还不成熟的时候，甚至考虑过携带很多拇指大小的无人机，以养蜂人的称号四处闯荡呢。
后来呢？
我在隐藏身份的情况下，开始利用自己的一些机械造物和他们对抗。可不是我在炫耀，那时就连梅比乌斯，他都在我手里栽过不少跟头呢。
他栽跟头，我觉得也没那么罕见。不过，烛火之娥应该很快就有所察觉了吧？
这就是为什么我说过程不太愉快了。烛火之娥确实非比寻常，很快就反应过来有人在暗中行动，开始了调查。我也不再遮遮掩掩了，直接亮明身份，向他们宣战。经过旷日持久的拉锯，面对一整个组织，我最终还是得到了惜败的战果。当然，这也误打误撞地引起了他们的注意。在成功越狱了几次后，他们破例让我成为了烛火之娥的一员。
一个人对抗一个组织，有这种必要吗？
这个呀，原因很简单。我原本以为第二次崩坏是由他们引发的，毕竟那时候被伪装成意外的崩坏，总是呈现出和烛火之娥千丝万缕的联系。所以，我非要毁灭他不可。呀，这不是我最可爱的观众吗？欢迎！不过今天没有演出哦。
你是第一次见面时的那位？
能被记住，还真让人开心，是吧？我的惊喜足够让你印象深刻吗？
如果可以，我觉得还是没有惊喜比较好。
哎呀，看来是我准备的还不够周全呢。下一次绝对不会再让你失望了。如果不能震慑人心，这一切就毫无意义。
看起来和伊甸一样，你在加入烛火之娥前，也是为大众所知的演出家。
啊？
虽然不知道你是如何被这具身体攫取的，但你在烛火之娥的身份，不应该仅仅是魔术师吧？
攫取？哎呀，他是这么和你说的呀？好吧，虽然我觉得保持神秘对演出更有帮助，但真相就是，你看到的一切并非魔术，而是魔法。至于我，我可不是什么烛火之娥的研究员，非要说的话，应该算是研究对象吧。
哼，你说这是真相？
那么，如果我说这也是崩坏能的一种体现呢？难道你就会认为非常可信了？你自己作为律者的全能，不也是类似的存在吗？哎呀，没关系，有机会的话，我再向你展示一下吧。
And good night, we even got a flyer to his show.
哦，牙医女士，在这种地方徘徊，是找不到出去的路了吗？
不，如果只是为了得到传承，我早就可以离开这里了。但在此之前，我必须知道所谓的置身之处究竟掩藏了什么，那当中极有可能存在我想知道的答案。
哦？
嗯？
天哪，你是不是特意来对我说这些的？还是说你的确不知道，在你眼前的这位，就是当初负责修建置身之处的人
Okay.
哦
I didn't know it was built.
这下我知道答案了。看来下次向别人进行自我介绍的时候，头衔还是应该详细一点。你应该是把工程部理解成机械开发部之类的了，对不对？
I thought it was like a magical
看
place.
我又猜中了。事实上，比起机械开发，建筑层面的工作反而要占据我更多时间。修筑要塞，建造避难所，对于那时的大多数人，这些要重要的多了。
那我可以认为，你就是最了解置身之处的人吗？
首先，现实和往事乐土可不能混为一谈啊。我应该提过吧，我曾经多次越狱，所以烛火之娥交给我的第一项工作，就是修建一所连我也无法逃脱的监狱。
You're right, you're right.
所以， 我把太平洋上的一座小岛，尽我所能改造成了密不透
Alice
风的监
Caspar,
牢。
or whatever that prison was in
应该
Harry
是
Potter.
叫
That's unescapable.
P21吧。
Maybe it's based on
崩坏
that.
爆发前也算是个度假胜地，建造了很多海滨别墅。你怎么开始左顾右盼了？在找什么人吗？
啊，没什么，请继续。
我所知的置身之处也就仅此而已了。但是后来嘛，你见到过和那里有关的人吧？我们塑造建筑，随后建筑又会塑造我们。如果把走出那里的人作为参照，他后来变成了什么样子，连我也不能断言。谁知道他们又丢了什么乱七八糟的东西进去啊？
Guess we'll never know. Velvy was standing at the center of the workshop, surrounded by strange machinery in operation, assembling an asterism.
喂，干什么？我还在工作。谁让你擅自接近的？没人告诉过你，这里在运作的时候禁止入内吗？
禁止入内，看来现在是其他人了。抱歉，其他的你曾经邀请过我参观这里，我没想到你们对此的态度并不一样。
啊，真烦人！我都能猜到是谁。待人太热情也不完全是好事。当初都吃到那么严重的教训了，还是老样子。有机会我还是得再提醒他一下。
哦，你们之间也是可以进行沟通的。
身体就这么一副，总不能靠抢吧？不过也很麻烦就是了。他不愿意出来，直接沟通的手段，谁也不知道什么时候才能复原。
听上去是一种维系起来很麻烦的关系。
是啊，偶尔也会出现紊乱，思维频繁切换，有时候是好事，有时候是坏事。唉，都很难说啊。
As soon as she finished, the machinery stopped humming. I love it.
时间正好，1秒不差。你可以走了。别露出这种表情啊，大小姐，不然我根本不可能停下来和你聊天。啊？图纸到哪儿去了？接下来，再试试凯文毁灭按钮。
Interesting. I wonder if Velvy's like 5. Like Vel 5. For the 5 personalities she
进
has.
展如何？有什么事需要帮忙吗？如果有的话，那你自己好好想想办法吧。
分割思考，我听说过你真正的能力了。
哦，那事态还真是严峻呢。不用这么在意，为了保持新鲜感，我以前给我的每个同僚讲述的都是不同的版本呢。刚成为融合战士的时候，这可是我花费心思最多的工作。结果就是，那段时间梅比乌斯总是会在各种地方突然出现，不但盯着我看，眼睛里似乎还在闪光，真是吓人呢。
所以，你为什么要刻意隐瞒？
隐瞒？哼，看来我们有
There's
些误
5,
解
more
啊
than 5?
雅伊女士。
Oh
不如
boy.
你仔细想想，具体到最后的表现，不论是攫取他人的意识，还是分割自己的思维，
It's
不
like
都是一致的
pressure
吗
of？dominance, but human
何必一
form.
定要知道原理呢？是吧？你又不准备和我交手，应该不会吧？
我对你没有敌意，沃亚薇，只是为了节省时间，我不想再面对更多谜题了。
好吧，好吧，我尽量。虽然在我看来，给他们想要的东西，但不以他们想要的方式，还是这样更有趣一些呀。如果你看到自己当时的表情，应该也能明白这一点了。把自己的思维分割成不同的领域，独立存在。 不会太朴素了一点吗？
我不这么认为，而且，他也未必如你所说，具体到最后的表现上完全一致。分割，恐怕不可能像攫取一样没有上限可言吧？
啊，你还真是一等一的敏锐啊！可惜，还是打错了。严格来说，只要愿意的话，想分成几份都可以。
哦，
当然，那样你看到的可能就是各有特色的一群傻瓜了。可支配的心智，毕竟只有那么多嘛。
那么，你把它分成了几个部分？
目前为止的话，
8.
8个，
I see. Okay.
这已经是极限了。再多
I
的
was
话，
close.
就难以维持
Well,
天才的标准了。你
There's
应
3 of
该
them.
已经见过一些了吧？
没错，连你在内，我已经见过了3位。
哦，也就是说，已经全部见过面了呀，真不容
I
易。
thought you just said there's
全
8.
部。
对，你没听错，剩下的几位你就当做不存在吧。
哦
他们不太适合与人交谈呢。
I see. 5 introverts and 3 extroverts then. Oh, really? Excluding her original form. Huh. I'm guessing Velvy is the original form, right? And then all the other ones are the specials. Special personality that she splits off from herself. Alright, gotcha.
这次没有在工作吗？
啊，总是要休息一下的。转眼也是一把老骨头了，经不起折腾啊。这么说，你和其他的我相处的不错，一眼就能看出来我是谁了。
倒也没有，只不过你身上总是笼罩着一种愁云惨淡的气息，很好分辨。不过，我想你不需要再称呼他们为其他的我了，只是将思维分割开来，应该还是可以被看作同一个人吧。
哦，这都有人告诉你了？也是，一开始我就觉得这样很幼稚。不过保留情报总不是坏事。还需要重新自我介绍吗？
不必了，我已经听说过很多事迹了。即使没有英杰的身份，仅仅作为神之剑的制造者，你也绝对能被称为重要人物。看上去，你作为机械师的这一部分思维，似乎更能受到烛火之蛾的重视。
哦，你还真听说过了不少事啊。没办法，你应该也幻想过自己有另一个人格替自己工作，而自己只需要玩乐吧。我就是那个倒霉的家伙了。
也就是说，如果你不具有分割思维的能力，我所见过的众人合并之后，才是原本的威尔威。
也没有那么简单吧？你也看得出来，分割出来的每个部分都各有专精的领域，多多少少还是会因此产生一些变化的。而且，毕竟是以工程师的身份加入的，划分思维的那家伙，把涉及工作的部分全都堆积到我这里了。
虽然有所怨言，但你还是被其他人给予了出类拔萃的评价。
一码归一码，情绪和责任是完全不相关的2个单元，不把它们分清楚，人就不能正常运作。可惜啊，就算再怎么打起精神，从第6神之剑开始，我虽然还是制造者，但已经失去实际上的主导权了。
失去主导权？烛火之蛾内部的声音仍然未能统一吗？
倒也没有，只是他们对我之前的一些尝试，太过以偏概全了而已。
That's sad. You still make it, but no credit falls to you anymore.
我很好奇，不同的你在使用身体这方面是怎样分配时间的？其中有一些我似乎从没见到过。
一般是根据形势需要啦。你还是只见过3种吗？我、魔术师、机械师，还有其他的吗？
没有了，其他的那些，你只说过他们不适合交流，却没说过他们很少会出现。
这也要看具体是哪个了。也好，虽然可能性不大，但是万一遇到了，知根知底的话，至少不会发生冲突，对吧？除了你见到的以外，
普通一点的，还有2位是神秘学者和厨师。
厨师？
这个，只能说是不得已而为之吧。你能理解神秘学者这个身份吧？对于炼金术，他当然也很有兴趣，但就是这件事出现了一些问题。他调制出来的药剂总是太美味了，香气在基地中能传出几条走廊。对那种用途不明的药剂来说，这可是很危险的。经常偷吃的帕朵次次都要被送去抢救，所以，我只能把关于厨艺的知识切割出去了。可惜，你也知道，在烛火之鹅这种地方，再好的手艺也派不上用场，所以，它也就出现的越来越少了。
也就是说，是由你来决定如何分割思维的。
不，只是把这个权限交给了我而已。他自己不愿意露面，我也没办法。这可是苦差事啊。
他，
就是我接下来要说的不普通的类型了。最初的那个维尔威，就是他先切割出了魔术师、机械师，还有
So
我。
you're not the
然
original.
后，他就再也不愿出现了，没有表明过原因，也没有唤醒的办法，除了把分割的能力交给我掌控以外，像是从未存在过一样。
Okay.
你几乎不用
You're
担
like
心
the
见到他的
controller.
可能性。5万多年了，怎么可能偏偏在这时候醒来呢？
Wow.
剩下2个，在极端罕见的情况下才有可能调用，你也可以当做他们不存在。其中1位保留了其他区域所有的恶念，他呀，说是恶人，似乎都可以算是在称赞他的善良了。
是为了通过他维持其他区域的立场吗？
也不全是这样。下定决心彻底倒向邪恶，有时候很多问题就会迎刃而解。哎，别想太多，人总要灵活一点嘛。
那么，最后1位呢？
这我可没办法形容了，因为他从来没有被启用过，或者没有人拥有他被启用时的记忆。相关的一切，连我在内的每一个区域都一无所知，除了一个代号：对凯文武装型号5。
Alrighty, let's see. Surprise preview. You're about to witness something very exciting. The true appearance of the 4th divine key is 9. Don't be stingy with your praise and applause, because this will be... Read the room, Velvy. This is neither the time nor the place for one of your speeches. Get to the point. Despite the interruption, Velvy betrayed no sign of displeasure. Right. It seems like everyone is simply dying to see it. Worry not, you. You'll get what you came for. Do you remember the world-famous 2nd divine key? Take some time and think back to the moment so that what you're about to see doesn't shock you. You haven't made it an aircraft carrier, have you? No, how niche. How cliché. This time, things have gone a bit more stellar. An artificial satellite is projected into the meeting room screen. Behold, this is the vessel I've designed for the 4th divine key. It can operate indefinitely in this form. Keep talking? A satellite. And then what? For now, its sole purpose is to periodically orbit us. As for what happens next, to tell the truth, I have no aspirations to arm a space-based weapon To be frank, its functions ought to go beyond that. The next hours passed slowly. The presentation concluded and the room remained silent. Only Dr. May remained calm, calling over the staff. She ordered Velvy's engineers' budget cuts by 80%. No! May, please. It's for the alternative universe. You don't know how useful it will be for the next generation. Endowments. The corridor snicked and extended into the distance, as if endless. Endless mirrors packed the floors and walls, creating a labyrinthine sea of mirrors. Inside seemed as though there were millions mimic copying your every move, which is utterly confusing. Perhaps this was the designer's intent. The green-haired girl walked up the spiral staircase, her tiny body seemingly thinner amongst the shadows. She gazed coldly at the mirrored walls, and Mobius watched back from within the mirrors. This layout changed again. Each time I visit, it's completely different. I don't get it. Why do you always waste your time on such meaningless things? Because everyone who visits the Hexicraft is our special guest. That's basic hospitality, right, Mobius? Vilvi leaned out from behind the mirror, landing in front of her. How do you like the mirror room I built for you? Mobius could barely contain her surprise. I'm not interested in your innovations. Besides, these dead things had never held any beauty of note. Are my parts ready yet? Here they are. It only took me a day. I spent the rest of the time rebuilding the Hexicraft. Excellent. As promised, I'll repay you for the material cost in the labs. Hey, hold on a second. Velvia raised her hand, holding the parts deliberately out of Mobius's reach. Retracting her hand, Mobius stared blankly at the girl before her. She gave no reaction. She knew doing so would only make Velvy more excited. What are you doing? Don't be so impatient. I just want to ask you something, and you sate my curiosity. Of course I'll hand them over. She held out the materials to her eyes and peered through them at Mobius. Just like molten glass, the inside is like liquid, and refractive properties make it good for prosthetic eyes. This is your 16th order. Before that, there are calcified alloys for prosthetic bones. Replacement heart pumps. It's incredible, Mobius. What will you use them all for? None of your business. Don't jump to conclusions. If you got some great innovation plan, I can help. Could you be planning to augment your own body? Finally turning experimentation on yourself after honing your skills? Or perhaps you want some new legs to make yourself taller? If so, let me help you. Out of all the moths, I'm your best choice for this. I don't have to answer you. Hand over the parts, Velvy. Oh, yes. Speaking of which, I have another hypothesis. All these random parts don't mean much, but if you put them together, they could form a person. Could it be that you're sick of having to find live samples and you're planning on creating your own source material? Even if it's an android, it's just an empty shell without a soul. Or have you finally mastered soul technology using someone's souls to crash? Velvy's words dropped off as the Hexicraft mirror suddenly shattered. Thousands of Mobiuses scowled across the scattered shards. Velvy, put away your curiosity for now. I don't want to have to add such a noisy specimen to our lab. This is not a question you should be asking. Interesting. Is Mobius really building a person? Or an android, I guess. The darkness. The deep end. Everything is shrouded in endless darkness. Death and cold are eternal motifs here. The two voices that don't belong rang out in the distance. Have the experiment begun yet? The sea nearby was attacked by the legend Legion, Hersher, and Kevin is making preparations. The experiment is about to begin. May was wearing custom battle suits that she's never shown anyone before. The key of blankness. Nobody else could ever recognize this as an experiment. Deploying the untested divine key straight into battle was extremely bold. Dr. May bold. And you're so confident. I wish I'd known this side of you earlier. We could have gotten up to some fun and really surprised people. This isn't overconfidence. I have a plan B. That's why I invited you here, Velvy. If the key of blankless doesn't work as predicted, you'll have to open the gateway to the deep end. That'll show the Legion Hersher exactly how much weight the darkness of humans' burial has. An incredible decision. The engineer summoned was stunned, and then erupted into exaggerated applause. I have absolutely no doubts that Eponia's deep end could resolve this crisis. But only the good lion is defanged lion. The only reason these prisoners are so compliant is that this is the deep end. But I'm no tamer. But if they're all released at once and go and grow used to such freedom, how are you going to get them back in their cells? You can answer that question on your own. Everything you make has a backdoor program for modifications and controls. I believe that the deep end is no exception. Oh, interesting. Emergency stop button for the deep end, I guess. Rumors. Tor. No wonder Dr. Mobius always said that every visit to the Hexicraft looked a little bit different. So she was just trying to find ways to make up for the cuts of her engineering budget. Is that so? So you rarely see her fun board blow up her workshop these days. Since Dr. May lifted the restrictions, she's been reluctant to do that again. Then what about the fifth divine key? Is it really Nirvana, like they say? Shh. He finally raised his head, taking in his surroundings as he murmured in an extremely deep voice. That's just rumors. Listen, all you like, but don't spread it. They say moths are still looking for the perfect candidate, and if they don't find one, they'd rather the fifth divine key never saw the day of light. Light of day. Day of light. Let me think. She has so many accomplishments, and I don't know where to begin. What about a fortress that she called Gaia Conscience? Obviously that failed. Using the whole planet to build her own fortress, it was doomed to fail from the beginning. Just like many of her ideas, it did leave behind a lot of ruins, though. Someone that primitive couldn't manage all that either? Hey, there was still no evidence of her existence, unless we can rope off an area neutralized any mantis who enters. Otherwise, nobody would be able to see her, but that'd be impossible. Maybe the original Moth's crew might know something, but, well, you know how hard it is to meet any of those survivors. So it's been 5 hours of questions already. What do you want from me? 5 hours? Shoot, Dr. May might leave. Oh, Dr. May might have... Actually, I just want to ask, where Velvy is now? Huh? I'm afraid you have to wait a while for that answer. She went out on her own magical tour again to, if I'm not mistaken, the Mu continent? Oh, well, this might be crude, but I feel obligated to remind you that she just set off some 3 hours ago. Look at that. We actually get Velvy talking to herself. Message board. Experts. Okay, that's fine. But let me warn you, you're not allowed to eat those messy things again. Every time I operate this body after you, think about someone else for once, would you? Great magician. Ah, hypocrite. Why do you have to wear those heavy boots? I need to take care of them every time I go on stage to perform. Other people's time counts too. Applying to the expert. Alright. Replying to the expert. Roll of 5. Just quiet. Replying to the experts. I've got bad news for you. She still ate it. Forget it. Today's topic is too important to focus on that. It's too late to use my theory on the 11th Hersher. Any other ideas? Great magician. Pretend I don't exist. I'll devote my time to the experts until it's resolved. All the best. Scholar. Replying to the experts, I didn't eat it. Replying to the great magician, same. Sure. I would love to join them, but it's not our moments yet, right? But you're the experts. You've occupied this body for 3 months already. Haven't you learned anything? Experts, no way. When did I? That's weird. Haven't you woken at all these past months? Did she awaken, or was it a different Velvy? Oh, look at that. Maybe the original Velvy actually did wake up without her alternative personalities understanding or knowing. I do wonder how the original sounds like a really shy girl, talented shy girl who have to dissociate herself from her own body to be able to use them skills. The will of the masses. Time is running out. This hard-fought visit is coming to an end, but before that, she must come up with a lie to trick her advisory. Okay. Tell me what the truth then. The reason why I want the Key of Blankness is because I want mass production of an army of Hershers. How exciting would that be? Try another one, Velvy. The voice floated over from the stretcher was still very weak. In fact, the patient's life could be described as hanging by a thread. What a pain you are. Fine. Do you still remember the arc you put me in charge of? I want to use the Key of Blankness on this as an alternative power source. What? Isn't that one pretty reasonable? I can show you the blueprints. Velvy, it's precisely because these reasons that you've been throwing at me that are so reasonable that I don't believe you. How can such an unorthodox genius like yourself come up with such simple plans? Your evaluation is garbage. Well, actually, that's just a guess seeing how you're just like that. Dr. May, there's one thing I haven't been able to understand when you used the Key of Blankness on the 10th Hersher. Why did you replace the core? It seems that the same person's body and soul can only take one Hersher's core at the same time. At a time. Velvy, you can't do that. Despite her weakness and difficulty of thinking, she still reacted quickly. Well, I don't want to tell you the truth, Dr. May. I knew you'd be like that. Hang on. Aren't you worried that your little boyfriend is no match for me? You know what I can do? There's more than just one soul inside of me, so the stakes are low for us. There's only one Velvy, that's it. But if the situation really is as surmised, then time is running out, right, Dr. May? At the starry sea's end. Oh, the Ark has another visitor. Never knew it was this popular. The girl was concentrating on her sketch and didn't hear what was being said. Judging by the color palettes, she was painting the vessel before her. Shall I tell Kelpis the ship is more popular than he is? If it weren't for him, this project wouldn't be theoretically feasible. A spaceship. I love it. Gricio buried herself in her painting. Cosma said that he has to leave here to work on a project. Wow, even you know about that. Didn't May say it was confidential? I guess someone else must be spreading the news out there just as like I've been. You're curious, aren't you? We have far more to paint once you board the ship. I want to go too. You're dreaming. You couldn't go even if you want to. Nobody told me to add a passenger seat. I don't want to go with him, but in his place. It's lonely up there, and Cosma hates being alone. Velvy, please let me help. Oh, you're being serious. Alright then, I'll get serious too. The answer is no. You're just a kid, and just like your unfinished paintings, you hold so much potential. Gracio, you still have a chance to become a star that lights up the sky in people's lives instead of... The sound of footsteps cut off Velvy. Someone's coming again. Who could it be? And how am I going to explain you being here? The girl put down her paintbrush. It's Cosma. He's here. The watchmaker. It's not your fault. Things can seem tricky, in Sue's opinion. The girl sitting before him had never shown such expression. Never. Life is such a heavy concept, it can overwhelm anyone. I've had the same experience before. Oh, have you also ruined the final hope of all mankind before? I mean, have you also indirectly murdered the entire population of 3 cities before? No need to keep sticking up for me, Sue. Those nukes were designed by me. Although similar in regards, it seems like their experiences are not the same. Weapons are themselves innocent, he could have said. At least you designed them to protect humanity, he could have said. The rise of the cursed Hersher brought this upon us, he could have said. But he didn't. The only reason those two sat face to face right now, right here, is because they're both people who put blames on themselves. You know what I think, Sue. Someone once said, if I knew things would turn out this way, I would become a watchmaker instead. Maybe so. Disagreement began to rise in Sue's mind, but the self-control of a psychiatrist. He decided to follow this train of thought and continue the conversation. Really? No. Sue, this is nonsense. I made this mistake all by myself, and I'll make it up all by myself. I'm not going to be some watchmaker. If you run away depressed from everything, then I have no business calling myself a flame chaser. Velvy, you came here today to... Oh, don't give me your psychoanalysis. I just want to explain to you why I want to do this, and I hope that you can forgive me. Sue finally realized then that she'd never shown this expression before, not because she's never been depressed, but because until today, she never actively acted against a companion before. Hand over the 5th divine key to me, Sue. I have to destroy it, whether you agree or not. No matter what happened to the moths afterwards, I want to repurpose it from a weapon of mass destruction to a life-sustaining flame. The Sustained Key. The Great Hibernation. What an awesome name. I'll have to complete a different meaning though, couldn't it? Yeah. Over here experiencing the Iron Man experience. Well, you know, good on her. Happy that she found herself in not making weapons of mass destruction.
你的胆子还真不小啊，绿者。一次又一次，一次又一次。怎么，你就这么希望得到一个对手吗？
你对待别人的态度，还真是永远不会好转啊，千劫。一个对手，那些你曾经的同伴，也是因此才被你伤害的吗？
对你没好处的事，你倒是打听了不少啊。同伴，听着，这种东西我过去没有，以后也不会有，不过是碍手碍脚的噪音。
哦，从现状来看，你在以后还想拥有同伴，确实有些难度。但这不重要，看起来你不准备对过去的事加以隐瞒了。
隐瞒？当然，当然，你知道的越早越好。我都做过些什么？我到底是谁？然后 你就不会在我旁边再转来转去了。
You know, I realized that Kelpis actually have the same color palette as the main character in Honkai Star Rail. You know, gray hair, black shirt. That's what the main character of Honkai Star Rail looks like. Maybe there's some connection, yes.
不错，飞天。曾经确实有人习惯这样称呼我，但我并不觉得那有什么特殊的意义。只是我融合的崩坏兽恰好叫这个名字而已。
飞天，那是一只什么样的崩坏兽？我还以为它会是你亲手猎杀的。
如果是，那它就什么都不会留下，更不会被那个疯子融合进我的身体里。
疯子，这还是我第一次听你这么评价另一个人。
怎么？难道你觉得我也是个疯子？没资格这么说别人。
不，在我看来，你并不疯狂，你只是非常愤怒。你的怒火似乎无穷无尽，永远都不会熄灭。
没错，怒火，在将一切都熬杀殆尽之前，我绝不能让这怒火平息。战斗早就已经没有了意义。倘若连怒火也已平息，那这对我，对他们，又和背叛有什么区别
？Nothing left but rage, I guess. Oh, shattered shackles. Interesting. Were you imprisoned somewhere or something? Old Pal's legacy. Huh.
你看起来心情不错，如果你愿意接受建议的话，可以多对别人笑一笑，有助于改善你的人际关系。
我试过，但大多数人听到后都在发抖。
我是说更健康一点的笑容，就像是艾丽。
Oh my god, yes, Campus, you should definitely take after
或者没
Ellie.
病。算了。所以，除了战斗以外，竟然也会有别的事让你感到这么愉快。
看来你还没发现啊，绿者。你的确和其他人不同，变化。我有多久没见过这种东西了？你既然能做到这种事，来，挑战我，让我看看你和那些孱弱不堪的绿者们之间到底有什么区别。
孱弱不堪，我还是第一次见到有人这样评价绿者。人们常说，无知者无畏。千姐，你又面对过多少绿者级别的敌人呢？
是吗？你可以试试看。
Kelpis started to count with his fingers. He ran out of 10 fingers very soon. Oh, really? How many Hershers have you fought? Damn. Kelpis lowered his head and laid his eyes on his shoes.
好了，没必要这么具体。我只是
Why
随
do
便
you
问
need
问。
your fingers to count anyways, Kelpis? Oh no, we ran out of eggies. Alright, we'll continue in the future, whenever we get more. Before the sun sets, across the stormy sands sprayed the fresh blood of dying lights. When the girl with serpentine eyes. What in the world is serpentine? Serpentine eyes finally reached the dune at the heart of this ocean. The keys of domination had been stabbed into the grits. Had already numbered over 100. Each one of them was shattered like toys hurled by some kid. The startling deformations on each of their hilts has also hinted at having oh my goodness. Oh, let me start over. Oh, serpentine, snake-like. Okay, that makes sense. Across the stormy sands splayed the fresh blood of dying lights. When the girl with serpentine eyes finally reached the dune at the heart of this ocean, the keys of domination that had been stabbed into the grits had already numbered over 100. Each one of them was shattered like toys hurled by some child. The startling deformations on each of their hilts also hinted at their having been undergone some horrid torture. The masked man slept amidst these broken blades, his limbs stretched out, and only lazily opened his eyes when the young girl has already overshadowed his face. Congratulations, you've officially washed out the metamorph-induced mantis plan, the snake-eyed girl surveyed the broken blade around them. At this rate, you're gonna break every key of domination we have all by yourself. No, seriously, forget it. It's apparent that you're not going to become a mantis in this way. There's too few fights in this world that could actually threaten you and make you awaken. In any case, given this scene of destruction, I don't think you're getting a key of domination ever again. Shame. I was wondering what shape they must take in your hands. Well then, farewell, Kelpis. Fight on as a normal human. Such a chance is covets by many, you know. Cut the crap, Mobius. You know why I asked you to come here. Well, of course, but first, why should I? The reddened sun continues sinking in the west, painting everything its blood-red hues. The girl's viper eyes. The ocean of sand, the broken blades, and even a man's mask, because I will kill everything. You're insane. That said, I will help you become a mantis through my own methods, of course. Now then, Calpis, entrust your greatest secret to me. How did a normal human like you gain the strength to fight mantis soldiers on an even keel? Just how did you become to be? How did you come to be? Calpis literally built difference even before he got Honkai genes injected into him, I guess. Private duel. Dr. Mobius, no, please don't. I don't want to die. What? Scared again? Scared already? Didn't you tell me you'll even risk your life for science? If that's what it takes to become my assistant. But that's Calpis. I've heard that even shock waves of his attacks could kill bystanders. Dr. Mobius, please let me go. I'll gladly offer to dedicate my life to science, but to die like this is utterly pointless. You're exaggerating. Besides, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Like others, they'll be transferred to their bases, to other bases. Which means their once-per-month dual permits and a repair budget that goes with it will both be revoked. Okay, Dr. Mobius, but can you lend me half of the protective gear you're wearing? Shh, here they come. The hot winds funneled down through the canyon. Two men facing each other materialized. Today will be different, Calpis. I know this is the last time. Yes, the last time. We may never meet again. So I'll make sure you enjoy this to the fullest. I couldn't have asked more, but Kevin, do you really think you can do it? Of course. Calpis really do be Giga Chad. One Punch Man here. Oh my god, speaking of Giga Chad, I don't know if you're into the anime, but I think it's called Muscles in Anime or something. It's so funny. It's about this guy who was born in a world, based around magic, and then he himself cannot use magic. And because of that, he got so angry, yes, he just worked out every day until he got so strong that he doesn't even need magic anymore. I love it. It's a great concept. Yeah, but it just reminded me of that, seeing how everyone fears his strength. It is so good. The carving knife. Rumor. Ah yes, I know quite a few things about him, but it's just all stuff I've heard. Promise me you won't tell anyone else. He wouldn't stop attacking even after defeating his enemies. Come on, that kind of thing is no longer a secret. Everyone knows his fighting style. So you want something juicy. Okay, what else? Oh, right. You know, a while ago, he was temporarily transferred to another base, and a friend of mine was assigned to help him move. And guess what? Half of his luggage is filled with all kinds of stuffed animals. Can you believe that? I mean, the man is like a brutal beast. Who would have thought? Hey, don't say that. There's nothing wrong with boys playing with stuffed animals. But Elvin, are you sure this is true? I think I've heard other versions of the story. Oh, you mean the one about wooden figures, right? Someone found a lot of small figures carved out of wooden blocks in his room, and the face of the figures were kind of messy. Guess something isn't really his thing, which makes sense, though, for someone who spent most of the time on the battlefield killing. It's normal to be bad at this kind of thing. So this version of the story also came from you? Which one is true? Well, both is true. It's normal for people to change hobbies, right? Here, check this out. This carving knife is evidence. My friend found it when he was helping him move. Hey, what is he doing? What are you doing? Give it back. Nua, get back here. Interesting. Is Calbus secretly a soft boy? How exciting. This is a very exciting discovery. Stuffed dolls and carved wooden figurines. Research reports. What do you think, Dr. Mobius? Interesting. So it wasn't an accident. I knew it. Get 2 more mantis in the chamber. No, it's too dangerous, Dr. Mobius. That incident already cost us too much too much comrades. The incident already cost us too many comrades. Now we... Don't be a baby. I'll be responsible for any consequences. That's what you said last time, and the one who ended up being demoted was... Ugh, get off my back. Fine, I'll do it myself. Doctor? I don't believe for a second that anyone who inherently possessed such unimaginable power, but even I can't find any traces of modification. Who exactly is this? I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find you. Wait, could it be? Dr. May, my dear friend, do you have some kind of secrets that you kept from me? Medical malpractice. Stop it, doctor. The surgery will not succeed. It's meaningless to prolong his suffering. It isn't over yet. Keep transfusing blood. I will assume full responsibility. Did you see the glint in his eyes? Have you seen it under any other circumstances? This is what he wants. I promised him, and I'm a woman, my words. But doctor, even if he could make it, his sanity would be destroyed by you. Have you forgotten what he had done? You're creating a Herrscher-level monster. The security here doesn't stand a chance against him. We'll all die. Don't fret. Continue. A man in the shadows spoke, his voice chilling sleet. An outlandish greatsword rested on his slab. Only one would die today. Dr. Mobius, perhaps you've received the glint in his eyes wrongly, but it's too late. Actually, you know, now that I look at him more carefully, he kind of reminds me of Shao. Look, there's one long sleeve on one side. He doesn't have the tattoos, though. And also, he's got a little bit of spikes on his shoulders. And also, obviously, masks, of course. Happy that Shao's personality is more of a shy boy, less of a brute, though. Alright, let's see, what time is it? I guess we'll finish one more before we take a break and pause the stream.
Yeah.
By pause, I mean end, of course.
快来求我。
A hand rests on the hilt of the sword.
求你什么？过一会儿别死。
你这冷笑话是跟谁学的？我听到了一些你可能会感兴趣的传闻。还记得鹰的妹妹吗？她遇难的原因，竟然还有我们没想到的。
这是又来了。
嘿，牙医，你怎么了？牙医。
Oh boy.
来这边吧，牙医。走动时，请尽量安静一些。被我贮藏在体内的存在，并不全然友善。你又来探望我了吗，牙医？
阿布尼亚，这一次我也没有携带坠饰，也就是说，你从一开始就可以凭借自己的意志，在任何时间让我来到这里。
你误会了，牙医。他只是完成了自己的使命而已。依靠他，我们才能像这样彼此相连。你已经比以前清醒多了呢，在逐渐适应这里了吧？
的确，我慢慢能控制自己的思维和语言了。阿波尼亚，戒律之名，我总算能和你像现在这样进行交谈了。
我倒觉得牙医之前的样子更加亲近，像是我曾经照顾过的那些孩子一样。
还是不必这样了。我听说了一些关于你的事，千劫对你表现出来的憎恨，似乎非比寻常。
又何止是他呢？恐怕不对我感到憎恨的人，连十不存一也可以被斥为夸大了。既然常常捆缚他人的双手，那这一天的到来就理所应当。更何况千劫原本就是野兽，没人比他更讨厌牢笼了吧？
但你还是那么做了。
牙医，你应该也去过动物园吧？大多数的牢笼可不是为了保护在外面观赏的人类，而是为了保护动物自己呢。啊，能请你靠近一点吗？
As always, when she said a certain word, no one could refuse her request. Did I miss anything? Alright, good. Then, Eponia placed her hand gently on the side of May's head.
连黄昏街的事都已经知道不少了吗？
你
After perceiving this nature, her hand flared like a branding iron, causing the others to
只是
flinch.
看见了一部分而已，请别害怕。
你至少应该先征询我的同意。
牙医，你在调查我的过去时，不也没有征询过同意吗？这两者之间真的存在区别吗？我并不是要怪你，你对我这么感兴趣，我也希望你能知晓更多触及本质的事呢。可惜，对自己的判断往往都会失真，我还是不要亲口加以误导了。更何况，牙医还不够信任我，不是吗？好了，在离开之前，让我再为牙医整理一下领口吧。汉室的时间又要结束了。
离开？不，等等。
Oh, for a second there, I thought we were gonna go back again. Alrighty, I guess that's it for now then. Honestly, I might come back in a few, maybe an hour or two, but nah, probably not. I'll take the rest of the night off, have some dinner with the family, you know. Spent time in real life. Hope you have a good rest of your day, Plums. I'll be seeing you soon, hopefully. Yeah, bye-bye.